I'm here today with Adam Gold, Chief Technology Officer from Children's Hospital of Orange County. Welcome, Adam.
Hey, thanks for having me, Jason.
Glad to have you. So tell us a little bit about the project that we worked on together, the drivers for it, what you're trying to accomplish,
Sure.
and the benefits.
Yeah, so the project started a little while back when we identified that we needed to relocate our data center. As probably many of your viewers at some point, we were in a legacy aging data center, and we had made the decision to move out and move the majority of our workloads over to a co-location located in Orange County, California. So that involved doing our assessments, figuring out what we needed to do, finding the right landing place for our infrastructure, and then ultimately working with Insight to help us move those workloads.
Awesome. And so I know that we use some technology with you called SnapStart. How did that help the project along?
Very much so. So SnapStart was brought in at the beginning of the project to help us evaluate the infrastructure, do an assessment, and basically it was some technology that was placed on the network that allowed us to evaluate the workloads and take a look at the systems, not only from a workload or performance perspective, but also from a dependency perspective. So it allowed us to identify a lot of applications that were maybe talking to other applications that we weren't necessarily aware of. So it helped immensely when it came to visibility overall, which ultimately led to very little, if actually I can't even think of any, unexpected downtime during our migrations.
Fantastic. And, you know, I assume that information is going to be helpful to you moving forward as well.
Yeah, that information actually got moved into our CMDB within ServiceNow, which allows us to identify all of the application dependencies, system dependencies. So that data was very valuable to us and gave us a really good start when it came to building out that portfolio.
Awesome. So it's great to hear about a smooth transition. From a CTO's perspective, how does a project like this, you know, what are the perceived benefits for the overall organization?
Overall, there are some operational benefits. But I'd say at the end of the day, it's really about stability, uptime, and dependency, right? Being in the legacy data center, we knew we were running some risks, like many people are, you know, in terms of, you know, seismic events, water leaks, you know, things like that. Ultimately, it gave us the opportunity to move over to new infrastructure, which gave us that added redundancy and got us on newer technologies. And it also gave us a much better perspective on which systems were now candidates to potentially move out to a cloud infrastructure.
Fantastic. Any word on the relationship with Insight? Was that easy to engage with? And after the actual engagement, how did that go?
Yeah, you know, I'll be honest with you. You know, at first when we entered into the engagement, some of the folks on my team were a little bit uneasy or unsure as to why we were engaging with Insight on this endeavor. And I told them, don't worry, you'll see. And ultimately, you know, they saw the value. The project management was great. We had the same project management team throughout the entire, and I think we had a total of 3 move events of our applications. They were on site with us. They brought snacks to the command center for each, you know, move event evening. They were great. And I think more importantly, they were consistent. So they were strong throughout the entire engagement.
Well, thank you very much. Adam Gold, CTO of Children's Hospital of Orange County. I appreciate your time today and thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thanks again. Take care.